some of the HR teams that we work with that are seeing the highest utilization, the most success, they're very intentional about making this a part of their workplace culture. So these organizations are investing, just an enormous amount of money in their people, whether it's just their comp, but also their learning and development, obviously all their other benefits that they have there. Oh, yeah. And it's like you're spending so much money, you're investing so much money in this. What this program allows an organization to do, if it's done well and it's part of the culture, we're able to establish a strong foundation of mentally well and healthy individuals that you can actually build a thriving workplace culture upon, a highly productive culture.
Can't put that in a spreadsheet.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Opportunity cost otherwise. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Exactly. If they're not showing up for work, or if they are there, but they're not there, they're kind of just mentally checked out while they're at their desk. There's so many factors here. And so we just really help them establish that foundation as a part of their culture. The other HR teams are the ones that really use us as a partner and not just a vendor. Mm-hmm. And so it's one thing to say, here's your EAP, we'll see in a year at renewal. Mm-hmm. It's another thing if we're talking every month or every quarter at a minimum and we're saying, hey, what's going well? Let us come in and do a manager training. Let's talk to your managers about how they can be the manager and not their team's therapist, right? And then it gives the managers the tools to lead their team properly and help point them or direct them or guide them to this resource all the way throughout the year.
Yeah, because it's more than just mental health is just not a thing. It's always evolving, right? I mean, with the technology, the political strife and disagreements. And so it's good to be connected to these people to say and you guys get Iowa. And so Cedar Rapids is not like Des Moines, right? Yep. And it's not like Dubuque. So you guys are also regionally cultured to understand what's the big things that are challenging, whether it's a rural area with farmers. And I want to make sure we touch on farmers here in a little bit. But that's a hugely important deal. And that's what kind of we're trying to do. We're not bragging. We're just saying we need to be in there to find out where you guys are at to make sure that we're fine tuning this thing, because you spend a lot of money on your benefits. And if it's, you're just throwing money into the wind otherwise, if it's not working the way you want it to work. And everybody's different.
Yeah, and I'd say, some of our best clients, they're starting to put together like benefits committees or insurance committees to be those culture drivers. And that's what you need to do instead of just one or two people making, benefits decisions. Let's get people from, the different departments to represent, voice their opinions, make decisions, so that way when they are having their meetings, they can plug a certain benefit for 5 minutes. To try and take that, top-down approach that we talked about. I think culture is huge to drive that adoption.
Yeah, absolutely.